Hey yo everybody, Haku here with my 91 Days episode 5 review, and this may be one of my favorite episodes so far, honestly. But basically we start out, Angelo and Nero still on their trip, obviously, and they're eating. Nero gets a phone call from Barbaro, and basically Barbaro tells him, the Orcos tried to kill Fongo, but they failed. Now Fongo is holed up at the island with over 20 men and pretty much in hiding. But they need to meet before Nero goes back to town. So then we set off again. We have the title card, which I think it's day 5, Blood Will Have Blood, I think. So that was really cool. The scenery was frigging amazing as they headed back towards town, and just the animation was so beautiful. And Nero offers Angelo a place in the family. It was interesting to see that dynamic, and I like that the two sort of trusting each other but not trusting each other. I really love the Angelo and Nero dynamic in the show, like a lot. And they end up stopping off at this mountain tunnel, and they go in, and there's a hidden brewery down there where they're making moonshine, and it's like a big operation. They call it the Lodge or whatever. We find out that Barbaro and Corteo are already there, so really, really awesome. We see Lawless Heaven is the Corteo's liquor that they're now shuttling everywhere, and it's sort of a hit. It's doing better than the stuff that they were bringing in from Canada. So really cool to see all of that going down and more development there. And we get a bit more development with the characters while we're there. Like Angelo and Corteo discuss the whole revenge plot, and we find out that Nero and Angelo are going to see Don Vanetti, but Barbaro warns Nero to be weary and to watch out for Ronaldo. So that warning was interesting, and then we see them going and following Don Orco and noticing, it's strange. He's really oddly heavily guarded for a guy who we're supposedly making a truce with. And when they go in, Nero sees that something is up. He's like, these aren't the normal guards. The dude Tigre, who I think Tigre is the one who got beaten up in the car early on in the series by Fongo and Serpente. I think that's him. I can never really tell, but it's gotta be, right? But Tigre is apparently one of Nero's closer friends. So Tigre throws up a signal that's the signal to run and get out of there, and he makes a run for the car, but they shoot him in the shoulder. The bullet passes all the way through. And when they do, another dude pops out, shoots the guy shooting at him, and gets him into the car, and we find out that dude is Volpe, one of Nero's other friends that he set up there to watch Ronaldo's moves and stuff. So Volpe, Tigre, Nero, and Angelo all run away in the car together, and we actually find out that Frate was behind the betrayal, and that it's because he's trying to keep peace between the three families. And in order to do that, we find out through a meeting with Ronaldo and Vince and Frate and everybody, that part of the deal, for their peace, was that Fongo and Nero would be taken down. Most importantly for the plot here, Nero. But it's also why the Orcos tried to kill Fongo and why he's hiding out at the island. So I think that's important to throw in there too, given the future plot. So now Nero's group, which is the 4 that just escaped plus Barbaro and Corteo, they're essentially hiding from all 3 families now. And while they're hiding out, I believe it is Tigre is definitely in bad straits. He's been shot completely through the shoulder, upper chest area, so he's not too good. And I think it is Corteo tries to convince Angelo, just this doesn't involve us, get out of here. Nero will end up dying anyway. But Angelo's like, no, I need him to get closer to Vince, and revenge is my reason for living, because Corteo was like, what's more, is your revenge worth your life? And he's like, revenge is my reason for living. So really interesting to see more of just Angelo's character, how devoted he is and everything. And Angelo brings up, should we go to Fongo's group at the island? They have doctors over there. Should we go over to them? And everybody shoots that idea down, basically. But then Angelo just takes it upon himself. Him and Corteo cross the river, and they go to the speakeasy from episode 1, and we find out that Gronchio, who is the dude that was the bartender from episode 1, and Lacrima, who was Fongo's... I don't remember if it was episode 2 or 3. I think it may have been 3, but was Fongo's... or maybe it was episode... Was it episode 2 when all the stuff was going down with the place at that? Like, maybe Gronchio and the speakeasy are from episode 2. I might be getting my episodes confused here. But Lacrima was also there, who is the mistress of Fongo. And Chirato is there, the guy who witnessed the... I think it was the guy that witnessed all the stuff with Serpente and sold the body to... what's his name? I don't remember his name. The Scusa, that guy, Scusa, the head of that one department, because now he's not in good with Scusa anymore because of the whole thing with all of the Venettis and Orcos and all that. So now those three are hiding out there under Fongo's sort of new group, and Fongo, they go to meet Fongo. Fongo is crazy as shit. I love him. He is my favorite character. He is just friggin' out there. Like, I don't know. Fongo is my favorite character in all of them. And basically, they negotiate with Fongo so that they are going to be safe and go over there and get help for Tigre in exchange for bringing them Don Orco alive. And of course Nero is like, I don't actually have a plan for that. But they're like, Fongo won't kill you as long as he thinks you have a plan for it. So I'm going to love to see how all of this works out. I'm really going to love seeing Fongo's group and Nero's group, because they're all the characters I really like. I'm going to love to see all of them just come together and have to fend off like all three families and deal with all three families. So I'm loving that they're all the characters that I enjoy are sort of grouping up together to deal with the three families. And as far as the episode goes, the animation was amazing. I think the animation this episode was some of the best from the show so far. And my favorite part, the direction, absolutely amazing. The direction was friggin' brilliant in this. And yeah, I love where the story's going as well, with seeing them team up against all three families. Everything about this was amazing. Probably one of my favorite episodes so far in the show, even though there have only been 5 episodes. Each one has been so good, and this one 100% up there. And I will give it 9.5. I'm going to give it 9.5 Island Speakeasies out of 10. Lawless 7s out of 10. 9.5 out of 10, because near perfect. It was so freaking good. One thing I do remember now that I forgot to say earlier is we find out that Frate, I think, is actually going to be in charge of the Venettis now, because Ronaldo essentially has him under his control, and the Galacias need somebody under their control ruling the place. So I think Frate is taking over as sort of an interim Don from Vince, because Vince isn't really into the whole idea of killing Nero. So yeah, it's so many good plot developments and ways we're going for this one, new directions for us. I'm really excited for the next episode now. And that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like if you did like this video, comment down there and tell me what you thought of this episode, what you thought of my thoughts on it. Sorry if I was a bit jumbled here and there, because I get that way. Subscribe for more 91 Days, Fukigen no Mononoke, and Taboo Tattoo, and a bunch more. And yeah, so follow on Twitter if you want, and I'll try to keep you updated there on stuff. And that's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.